Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, y'all better buckle up, 'cause Unnancy bout to take y'all on a ride today. See, we talking about a future Hall of Fame corner. A man that's been locking up receivers for a decade, and now he done landed in Pittsburgh with them terrible towels waving. I'm talking about Big Play Slay, Darius Slay himself. Now, Slay didn't just come in here talking about money, didn't come in here saying I'm the man, give me all the shine. No. Man said, I'll do whatever this defense needs, and let me tell you something, that right there, that's Pittsburgh football. That's Mike Tomlin football. That's Steel Curtain DNA talking. Slay ain't just no random corner. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler, an All-Pro, a man that spent years in Philly holding his own against the best receivers in the game. We done seen him line up against Justin Jefferson, against C.D. Lamb, against D.K. Metcalf, and he ain't never backed down. When you think 'bout Slay, you think 'bout swagger. Man smile all the time. Play with that joy, but don't get it twisted. He competitive as hell. He gon' chirp, he gon' laugh, he gon' celebrate. But between them white lines, he out there taking folks' lunch money. Now Pittsburgh bring him in. And what's the first thing he say? No, I'm C-Bone. Not this my defense now. He said, I'll do whatever this defense needs. That's leadership, that's humility, and that's buying to something bigger than yourself. See, the Pittsburgh Steelers don't do finesse. They do toughness. They ain't never been known for letting nobody come into a Cricket Stadium and push him around. From Mean Joe Green to Troy Polamalu to James Harrison to T.J. Watt now. The Steelers' identity is defense. Mike Tomlin done built a culture where you either buy in or you get gone. And Slay walking in talking about doing whatever it takes, man, that's music to Coach's ears. That's why he wanted him. Think about it. Last year, the Steelers' defense carried M. They dragged that team into the playoffs. Now you add a veteran like Slay into that secondary. Minkah Fitzpatrick back there, Joey Porter Jr., coming into his own. And now Slay adding wisdom, depth, and ball skills? Woo! That's trouble for the AFC North. Now, y'all know what division we talking about here. The AFC North is the Thunderdome. Ain't no cupcakes in this division. You got Jelmar Chase and T. Higgins with the Bengals. You got Amari Cooper and them boys with the Browns. You got Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, and Mark Andrews with the Ravens. And twice a year, Slay gonna see all of them. You can't win in this division without corners who can hold their own. That's why Slay is valuable. Joey Porter Jr. is young, hungry, physical. Now he got Slay in the room, teaching him how to study film, how to take care of your body, how to anticipate routes instead of just reacting. That mentorship gonna be priceless. Now let's talk about Mike T. Ain't a better motivator in football. Ain't a better communicator. Mike Tomlin gonna look you dead in your eye and tell you exactly what he expect. And the man got a way of keeping stars humble and role players hungry. Slay respect that. That's why he talking about doing whatever is needed. See, Tomlin ain't gonna baby you, but he gonna make sure you in position to succeed. He might put Slay on an island. He might slide him inside on third down. He might have him play mentor role more than highlight role. And Slay, he cool with that. That's how you know he mature. At this stage of his career, it ain't about chasing stats. It's about chasing wins. One thing about Slay, he a culture guy. Philly loved him, 'cause he brought energy every day. Pittsburgh gon' love him for the same reason. You walk into that locker room, and when you see vets joking, smiling, but still putting in work, that rubs off on the young guys. Steelers needed that. They got talent, but sometimes the young cats need direction. Joey Porter Jr. got that fire, but Slay gonna teach him how to channel it. Minkah already the captain back there, but Slay gonna be like the cool uncle who keep everybody loose. Now let's talk football. Slay ain't just no man-to-man corner. He can play zone. He can bait quarterbacks. He can blitz. He can tackle. And at 33 years old, he's still running. He ain't what he was at 26, but don't get it twisted. He can still run with most of these young bucks. The Steelers' defense is multiple. They go disguise coverages, bring pressure with Watt and Highsmith, and trust the back end to hold up. With Slay and Porter outside, Minka roam in the middle, and Patrick Peterson may be playing some nickel. Man, that's a secondary with brains and ball skills. Here's the bottom line. Slay coming in means Pittsburgh's serious. They not just trying to sneak into the playoffs, they trying to contend. Every year folks count 'em out. Every year they say, this the year Pittsburgh fall off. And every year Tomlin got him right there in the hunt. Slay just add fuel to that fire. He a veteran who can stabilize, who can make that one interception in a critical moment, who can bat a ball down on 4th and 2 with the game on the line. And in the playoffs, them plays is the difference between going home and moving on. Let me tell you all something. Darius Slay going to Pittsburgh ain't just a roster move. It's a statement. That man said, I'll do whatever this defense needs. You know what that is. That's a championship mentality. That's a man who know his legacy bigger than stats. So to the rest of the AFC North, to the rest of the AFC, do you ever think Pittsburgh gonna be an easy out? You better check the tape. You better understand what it mean when you mix TJ Watt with Minka Fitzpatrick and Darius Slay. Big play Slay in black and gold. Woo, Lord have mercy. Y'all better get ready. Now, y'all know the Steelers' history. This franchise done had Hall of Fame linebackers, Hall of Fame safeties, Hall of Fame pass rushers. But if we keep it real, they ain't never been known as a cornerback factory. Think back, Mel Blount. That's the OG. He changed the rules of the game 'cause he was too physical. After him, though. The Steelers had good corners, but not always that elite shutdown guy. That's why bringing in Darius Slay feel different. It feel like Pittsburgh saying, we ain't just gonna blitz our way to coverage. We gonna line up with a veteran who can erase folks. That's powerful. That's identity evolving. You mix old school steel curtain pressure with modern lockdown corners, and now you talking about something special. One of the biggest things Slay bring ain't just on field ability, it's knowledge. See, corners learning how to play in the league is like kids learning how to drive. You can know the rules, you can know how the car works. But until you gotten real miles, you don't understand the flow of traffic. Slay gonna be that GPS in the car for Joey Porter Jr. He gonna teach him how to watch a quarterback's shoulders, how to disguise his leverage pre-snap, how to stay calm when he get beat early in a route. 'Cause football is about recovery, not perfection. That mentorship gonna accelerate Joey's growth. We might be looking at Joey Porter Jr. becoming a Pro Bowler in year 2, 'cause he got Slay right next to him, whispering the game. Let me break this down like game film. Jamar Chase Sin. Physical, explosive, strong at the catch point. Slay gon' use technique, hand placement, and route anticipation to compete. Joey Porter Jr. might draw Chase more often, but Slay's knowledge helping him prepare is the key. T. Higgins Sin. That man 6'4", with basketball hands. Slay ain't got the height, but he got the timing. He gonna teach the DB room how to play through the hands. Wait until the receiver commit, then knock the ball out. Amari Cooper, one of the smoothest route runners in the league. He gonna try to cook DBS with hips and deception. Slay, he's seen it all. He gonna stay patient, not bite on them double moves, and funnel him to safety help when needed. Zay Flowers, bow. Quick, shifty, explosive out the breaks. Slay gonna have to use veteran savvy, get hands on him early, disrupt timing, and keep him from running them option routes clean. These matchups gon' test Slay, no doubt, but Pittsburgh didn't bring him in to win every snap. They brought him in to win the important ones. 3rd down red zone, last 2 minutes. That's when vets earn their money. Let me tell you all a story. Back in my playing days, when I was in Denver, we had vets like Rod Woodson come in late in their careers. Folks said, he all he done. But what he gave us was bigger than stats. He gave us composure, knowledge. He gave us composure, knowledge. That's what Darius Slay gon' do for Pittsburgh. You can't measure it on a stat sheet, but you gon' feel it in December and January when games get tight.